A lot to talk about, a lot to discuss today. Let's start it. So today, as you may know, um, CNBC came out with an article that stated global chip stocks from Nvidia to ASML fall on geopolitics and Trump comments. Right. So if you look at the market today, you probably saw that a lot of companies were down. A lot of stocks had fallen. I mean, let's just look for an example, right? We got TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, down 7%. You got ARM down 9.5%. You got KLAC 9.85%. LRCX 10%. What was Nvidia down today? Nvidia down 6.6%. That's a big drop, right? For one day. Um, Depends on what kind of investor you are. This could either kind of startle you, scare you, or it can kind of present you as an opportunity, right? Present you with an opportunity. Now, for me, I'm a long-term investor. I kind of put my money in and kind of let it sit there, and let it ride. Now, for others, I'm not sure, right? Some people like to trade, stuff like that. However, for me, on days like today, I don't really freak out, right? I just look at the stock for what it is, and I look for what it's going to be in the future, and I keep rolling. And I don't really get upset about it. I don't really get too worked up on it. We just roll with it. We add more. Think of it as a discount when you see a great company that is down. A lot of people like to compare it to Black Friday, where a lot of stuff is just cheap. You go shopping when stocks are down. So let's look at this. Let's look at the headlines for today. Why did all this kind of happen? It's talking about global chip stocks fell sharply, posting declines amid reports of tighter export restrictions from the U.S. and ramped and a ramp up, of geopolitical tensions fueled by comments from former U.S. President Donald Trump. Pretty interesting day. Obviously, the market did not like that. A lot of stuff is down, not just semiconductor stocks, but things like Apple. I believe Microsoft was down as well today. You look at, let's see, Elf Beauty had their own stuff they're going with. Broadcom, you saw that. That's another semiconductor stock down 7.9% today. Even the ETF, SMH, 7% for an ETF in a day is outrageous. But yeah, we'll kind of see how tomorrow is. All right. Let's see. Let's keep on going. What's going on here? Okay. ASML stock drop came even as it reported earnings that beat market expectations for the second quarter. However, 49% of its sales over the period took place in China, highlighting how much it is at risk for the firm in the event of tighter restrictions. Okay, excellent. Kind of go back. I skipped a part here. The moves came from after Bloomberg on Wednesday reported that Biden administration is considering a wide sweeping rule to clamp down on companies exporting their critical chip making equipment to China. So ASML, of course, as it said, 49% of its sales over the period took place in China. Well, I can see why that is dropping, and a lot of the market is kind of taken aback as well. Because how often do the different semiconductor companies work with China? Yeah, I mean that's interesting to see. Definitely interesting to see. Let's see. Former president said Taiwan should pay the U.S. for defense. Um, okay, in an interview, he also claimed Taiwan took about 100% of America's semiconductor business. Interesting. So I'm just reading all this stuff just so you're in the know, right? The geopolitical tensions also weighed on chip stocks in the U.S. Talk about the ETF closed down over 7%. SMI, super microcomputer, and Applied Materials were among the other U.S. listed laggers in trading. A lot of things were down today. A lot of things were down. But you kind of gotta ask yourself, how are you going to respond when things are down? First off, do you believe in the company, right? And see, Semiconductors has been running, the last year, year or so. I mean, running. If you haven't heard about it, now you know. I mean, 100% gains plus, right? So it's kind of due for a pullback, right? But let's see, Nvidia. Let's look at Nvidia here. And sooner or later, I'm going to start showing you all this on the screen as well, just so you can see it with me. I'm not that far yet. I just started. This is number one for me. Nvidia, let's see, its high was 140, and it's about 117 right now. So if you liked it at 140, then you should pretty much love it at 117, right? So it's pretty interesting stuff. Um, I don't want this to be too long today, but I will be kind of talking more about different companies, different news, different highlights. We'll be talking about different ETFs. We'll be kind of talking about how I started investing myself. Why am I still doing it? What am I investing for? I may talk about different companies that I'm in, different ETFs, difference between the two, stock versus ETFs, risk, reward, low risk, high risk, speculative stocks, different things like that. Um, yeah, I'll probably make another video kind of telling you about my journey. Started investing in about 2020, got really serious about 2021. But yeah, we'll talk about it. This video today was mainly about what's kind of going on today with those semiconductor stocks and how they kind of presented a buying opportunity, right? We'll kind of see what happens for the rest of the week and if they continue to drop or if they come right on back up. You never know. Let me know what you're doing in the comments and let's chat. All right. All right. Peace.